As pleasing as a pair of recent wins over Nottingham have been, defeats against Manchester and Guildford could prove costly. The Steelers are trying to secure a top 4 spot in the league, and with it, the second leg home advantage in the Predictor-Bet playoffs. If you need a reminder of how important a second leg at home can be, look back to last year. In fact, look back to last Wednesday. Edinburgh aren't thinking about the postseason. They were eliminated from playoff contention last weekend with 15 games still to go, and another last place league finish seems inevitable. One bookmaker has the Steelers as 100-1 on to win this game tonight. Sheffield have Zach Fitzgerald and Mika Francilla back in the lineup after injuries. Edinburgh have just 15 available players in total. Drops it on for Wah on the backhand. Drops it off now. There's a shooting chance here. The Steelers don't choose to take it. Still they wait. Now it comes in. It gets a deflection, but it just took it even further wide. It was well worked in the end. The patience nearly paid off. Bobbling puck is intercepted, and the Steelers are back into the zone. Final few seconds. It's got to be quick from the Steelers. It is. Save is made. The follow-up. Oh, that's saved as well. And what a great first period it's been for netminder Tyler Beskorowany. The Steelers have had the pressure. They've had the chances, but they haven't found a way through.
Well, we said coming in, he's going to have to play very, very well. And to be fair, for the most part, Edinburgh's done a pretty good job keeping Sheffield to the outside. That's a great reaction save. I think from here where I was looking, he didn't see an awful lot of that, but then to react and get the full stretch there to deny Matthew Wah on the second opportunity is a great individual effort.
The Steelers reach it first. They're in the middle of changing lines, so the support isn't there immediately. Now it'll pop out for Marquardt. Matheson carried it a long way. The puck will come back out to Yampton onto the forehand. Great save. Wah at the side of the goal. Oh, what a stop that is. Beskorowany's got across and denied Matthew Wah from right on the doorstep.
Well, we hope this isn't the things that are going to happen that are going to come here. As you see, a good little play there. Not quite knowing where the puck is here, the netminder. Matthew Wah tracks it all the way, knocks it down. Has the opportunity here for a wide open net, and absolutely bashes it back into the netminder Beskorowany's pad with a wide open net gaping there, and not going to get a better chance than that to put it into an open net.
Doesn't have a lot of angle to work with, but so often we see those hit the netminder and drop behind the line. Not the case this time for Matthew Wah. And this puck will take the Steelers back into neutral ice. David Phillips drives wide and back inside for Wah. Lovely stick handling. Oh, and he scored. That's superb. And he does get his goal. He wasn't denied for much longer.
Well, it's David Phillips that starts this play. Good heads-up play down the boards and finds Matthew Wah here. Nice little curl and drag around the Edinburgh defenseman. Maybe it's what he needed was a netminder in the net to put with a puck past. But you can see Beskorowany actually goes with the fake a little bit, maybe too much, towards his glove side, and Matthew Wah just draws it back onto his forehand and puts it just out of reach on the blocker side.
Steelers couldn't take the puck beyond the blue line in front of their own bench, and the Caps will come back, but again they're frustrated by the blue line. They've got to leave that one alone, otherwise it would have been intentional offside. And here comes Wallace trying to stick handle all the way through. He's managed it, and he's laid it off for the easiest of finishes for Levi Nelson, but it was Wallace who made it, but Nelson who finished.
Yeah, I was just saying about trying to limit some space and some time and speed through the neutral zone, and Wallace does exactly that. Goes in and cuts in between 2 or 3 Edinburgh Capital players through a seam, and must have had a little bit of a sixth sense knowing that that Levi Nelson was trailing on the play. And what does he do? He feeds one to the back of him and puts it in the open net.
Neely holds on to the puck, trying to invite Westerling to join him. The puck will get out into neutral ice. Steelers just need to be careful. Fitzgerald held on to it for quite a while, but that'll now allows Westerling to skate forward, and there's room on the far side for Neely. Driving inside, good chance, and he's found the corner. He's got himself another Steelers goal, and it's Eric Neely making it 3-0.
Yeah, it's Westerling that creates the play again here as him and Valdix drive through the middle. Another little curl and drag, and you can see Beskorowany will want to have that one back. It just takes his eye off it just for a half a split second there, and what happens is he goes 5-hole on him, but Western does a good job driving up, makes a good pass wide, but continues driving towards the net, and Valdic kind of just trailed in behind him a little bit. I'm not sure what the defenseman was doing there, whether he was waiting for a pass to go across, but he went long body, which wasn't the best option, and nearly just toe dragged around him and shot it through the 5-hole.
Here comes Nelson attacking straight through the centre. So his third with the Steelers, Eric Neely. It's the third on the night for the Steelers. An assist for Fitzgerald. The Steelers are now pushing for a fourth. Save made, follow-up chance. Again, the Caps scramble to get it away. Feels like a permanent power play at the moment. Oh, that's a really poor pass, and it's intercepted, and there's a breakaway chance. Here's Anderson, and the Caps have scored. Giveaway by the Steelers, and when the moment came, Anderson didn't disappoint.
Yeah, it's along the blue line. Sheffield defense are playing catch. I think it was Zach Fitzgerald tries to move it back across to his partner, and you can see a nice little heads-up play here. Good fake. And actually catches Mustakov. That's actually quite a long play out of the area to score. You wouldn't expect the player to shoot from that far out, but he picks his spot, goes 5-hole, and lights Mustakov's off.
Now Ferguson, and again red line, and sent it. Mustakov reaches out with his stick just to do something. He's had an extremely quiet night. And we're inside the final 2 minutes. Oh, and into the empty net. Edinburgh played their final card, and it's not worked out. And the Steelers get themselves an empty net goal.
Yeah, I think it caught everybody off guard there, even the Sheffield players. I think it was Matthew Waugh was the only one that actually recognized that there was a netminder pulled on that situation for all the Sheffield guys on the ice. A bit of a turnover, unfortunately, Edinburgh just outside their blue line, which creates that 4-1 goal. But they can't. They're not going home per se with their heads between their legs. They've put a good account of themselves tonight here. 4-1. Beskorowany definitely to me is your man of the match for anyone. He's going to be upwards of 55 shots tonight, I would have thought. And some of the saves that he's had to make has kept this game close.
Matthew Waugh's second of the night, his 23rd of the season. It's an unassisted empty net goal. Beskorowany is back in now. To say, it took me completely by surprise that the net was empty following the puck. Didn't see that he'd popped off. There's a chance here. Oh my word, Edinburgh have got it back. My goodness. Another broken play and the chance out front. And the goal is scored by Podzins.
A broken play, and there you see two Sheffield defensemen in the corner where you don't want to be. Valdic is up high, and this is what I said, you have to still concentrate on your own zone. Obviously now, if that doesn't go 3-2, there's still 1:13 seconds left here, which can make this game a lot more difficult for Sheffield to close out. So the brains just switched off there a little bit. Edinburgh took advantage of that, and they waited for their opportunity again, and they've got their second goal on the night.
Anderson and Valiev giving the assists on the goal, and Beskorowany is heading off again just as the Steelers get onto it. They'll break forward in numbers and they'll score into the empty net. O'Connor from centre ice. And we've seen two empty net goals in under a minute.
He's laughing about it there too. He says he's not taking any chances here. It's a 4-on-4. He just gains center ice here and puts it in on net, not looking to make any plays to anybody else to hopefully salt this game off now.
And the game, which had gone 22 minutes without a goal, has seen three in the space of a minute. Assist on the goal goes to David Phillips. It's O'Connor's 14th of the season. The Steelers want another, and they've got another. It's raining goals, and it's David Phillips this time. All the action coming right at the very end. Hope no one went home early.
Yeah, and it's actually a nice finish here from Davy Phillips. Stick side low, a good opportunity to get a good hard shot whilst on the ice. Jumps up in the play, a 3-on-2. Edinburgh just a little bit guilty of pushing a little bit too hard as they tried to get one down the other end and just got caught on an odd man rush, and Sheffield made him pay finally on an odd man rush.
3 on the season now for David Phillips. It's his first in league play, as others have come in the cup. Oh, we've got a penalty. Oh, would you believe it? We're not going to get our shutout. We're going to get an interference minor coming in against Edinburgh, and with just 4 seconds left, surely that could have been allowed to carry on.
Well, it's about 10 seconds left. I mean, it's something that doesn't need to be called if the referee's sort of just paying attention to let the game run down. But a penalty is a penalty, I guess, no matter when it is, and needed to put something out on the score sheet here. But there should be about 4 or 5 seconds put back onto the clock, but I don't know if anyone's going to argue it too much.
Time for one last long shot, maybe? There will be. Oh, my goodness!
There it is. And they're winding
Gotta
Kieran
love
Brown.
that.
Yeah, they were trying to get Kieran up.
Got to love that.
And he ends up getting a power play goal as well for his first goal.
There's no time left on the clock, but the goal will count. And what a goal it is for Kieran Brown.
That's a fantastic shot. Nice. And you know what? Everyone's going to be happy. The kids are going to be the happiest ones of the lot. That puts all 3 of the young guys on the score sheet here, and the smiles are there for all of them to be seen.
That is the game. They are going to call that a goal scored at 59-59. They're not going to drop the puck for the final second. And what it means then is that we saw 5 goals in the final 2 minutes. So here comes the man of the match for the visitors. And it's going to go to number 19, Dylan Anderson, scorer of that breakaway goal late in the second period. The Sheffield Steelers man of the match is young Kieran Brown, scorer of his first Sheffield Steelers goal. He doesn't quite beat Liam Kirk's record, but he will get to do a fast lap.
Is he old enough to take his cage off to do a fast lap with it off?
Well, the refs are gone now, and Kieran Brown's going to get his moment in the spotlight.
Do you think he's been rehearsing it?
Huge crowd has stayed behind, more than normal, to watch this one from Kieran Brown. He's already made himself into a very, very popular member of this Sheffield Steelers team.
Paul, let's start with 1 second to go. What a moment for young Kieran Brown.
Yeah, what a great moment for him, a great moment for our fans to see, you know, what we're trying to do here with our young kids. And wow, what a goal. You know, I left him on the power play. I think there was 7 seconds to go. And Kieran gets himself open, and we all know he can shoot the puck. I mean, we see it every day. You know, and Davey chips one to him, D to D. We're in the draw, and what a great shot, and what a way to, you know, to get your first elite league goal. Hopefully the first of many. Hopefully the first of many for the Steelers, and a way to announce yourself to your home crowd and the fans. I know. I mean, you can see he was buzzing in here. You know, I mean, that was the most exciting part of the game, in all fairness, and a great way to announce yourself.
You could tell as well what his teammates thought as well, because they were as excited as he was.
Levi punched me on the bench. Oh my God, did you see that? Oh my God, you got to watch the replay, and you didn't put it up. So we were all standing there waiting for the replay to go on, and it didn't happen. Yeah, I mean, when they see, you know, we got a good bunch of men, really good bunch of men, and when they see a young guy coming through, working hard, trying to make his way in the career, in this career, and you know, and getting rewarded with that opportunity, and he's been, honestly, every time the kid's on the ice, he gets a scoring chance. And he's been so close with his limited ice time this year. He's just come back from injury. Danny's done an excellent job, you know, building that knee up with Paul Tether and with the doc and making sure we maintain his fitness. And that's another level we got to take him to the next level. But he's got a big future ahead of him, and I'm really proud that and really happy for him.
Okay, what about the other 59 minutes and 59 seconds? Talk us through that and your thoughts.
Yeah, credit, you know, I really like the new goalie that they've got there in Edinburgh. I mean, big, strong, and he made some key saves. I mean, he was getting some rubber thrown at him today. And, you know, every time we've played them, it's you know, the first period, it's about grinding them down and not overplaying and being a little bit more direct. And I think we had to learn to do that, you know, in the interval break. And we talked about coming back to the puck in our transit, coming back with speed. They were sitting deep. So we got a 3-0 lead. We're in a comfortable position. Then we tried to go D to D on the blue line, got intercepted 3-1, but there really was no panic. There really was no panic. We were in control of the game. And then, you know, there was that flurry at the end of the game when they tired a bit, their goalie tired a bit, and we scored a couple of empty netters. Brownie got that great goal. Davey, who I thought had a really good game today, Davey Phillips, real strong game. And then Brownie...
Well, he was man of the match until 59.
Yeah, well, and deservedly was. Yeah, you know, and I can understand why you gave it to Brownie. But, hey, it's 2 points. You know, we had a great win last week in Nottingham, real gutsy win. We went down, I think we gave up the opportunity of points on the Sunday. You know, 2-2 with 5 minutes ago. Normally we're a little more, you know, disciplined, and we weren't, and we have to learn from that. But I think the big thing for me today was, you know, knowing that we've got another 3-game weekend, or week I should say, or 5-day, 3-game, 5-day, that I really wanted to use 7-day. I really wanted to use 4 lines. Francilla was back, Fitzy was back. We got a little bit more depth through our lineup, and you know, because come Sunday you want to be fresh still, and because we've been short, we haven't been so fresh on the Sundays on the 3-game weekend. So I could have played, if you like, the higher end scoring guys a little bit more than I did tonight, but I didn't want to, and I thought the kids did really well again for us.
You mentioned Francilla coming back, you mentioned Fitzy coming back, but upstairs before the game in the sponsors' lounge, you mentioned that you might be able to bring Colton Fretter back as early as Saturday.
Yeah, he's had a great skate today, and we've had no reaction. He'll do the same tomorrow, and we'll get him a really good team practice on Friday. And if we don't have any complications there, he'll be back in the lineup. He's a premier player for us, and we've missed him. And I think, you know, the team has done an unbelievable job without these guys. Absolutely unbelievable job. And you know, we had a wobble down in Cardiff. We shut the door on that. We've moved on that. And we've got another 4 points to play for this week. And that's exactly what we're going to try and achieve.